El Salvador did all that for 0 points. October was a debacle for La Selecta, and not only because of 1-0 losses on the field to Panama and Guatemala, but to the lengths that El Salvador went to try and have success in those games, only to fall flat. You see, hopes were high for El Salvador after a 1-0 victory opened World Cup qualification in Guatemala. So of course, with 2 home games in October, El Salvador had to do everything possible to impose home field advantage. The problem, their normal stadium, the Estadio Cuscatlán, was going to be occupied by a concert, Guns N' Roses playing at the National Stadium ahead of those October games. CONCACAF said, concerts normally tear fields up. You guys cannot play there. So El Salvador said, that's fine, we can still play at the Estadio Mágico González, but what if we did a little swap? Authorities went to Guns N' Roses and the legendary rock band agreed. They'd play their concert at the Mágico González, clearing the way for La Selecta to take the field of the Cuscatlán and surely ride that home field advantage to 2 victories. Except that's not how it worked out. Without injured attacker Harold Osorio, El Salvador manager Bolillo Gomez had to get creative but was unable to find any sort of spark. El Salvador didn't score in either match and fell 1-0 both to Panama and to Guatemala, meaning that after they moved the Guns N' Roses show and said the Cuscatlán would impose, they ended up with no points from both of those home matches in October. El Salvador is not mathematically eliminated from World Cup qualification, but they sit last in Group A ahead of trips to Suriname and Panama in the November window. It seems much more likely that rather than make the World Cup, El Salvador will be standing out in the cold November rain. Yeah, that's right, I had to do it. You can follow me from on the CONCACAF page.